Welcome everybody to the National iRacing League's Full Speed Friday nights presented by GMS 3D. Tonight we have the Walkers R Athletes 297. We're doing qualifying right now, riding along with DJ Trout in the runs of number 40 Chevrolet Camaro. DJ Trout was fast last week, Indy Road. We'll see how he fares on the oval. Yeah, he ran out of gas on the last lap where he might have had that victory sewn up. Pedal to the metal right now, coming out of 4. DJ Trout, fastest qualifier so far. 53.130 on lap 1. Into the short chute. Off of 4. Cross the line. Back to the top of the board. Ryan Johnson, last week's winner. Through 3, into the short chute, into 4, big run off of 4. Here's where all your momentum's got for this long straightaway down the front stretch. Seventh fastest on his first lap. Right along with Timothy Cook, currently second fastest. Oh, that's his last lap. See if the number 38 of Ryan Johnson can build upon that 9th fastest qualifying lap on his first lap. Fourth fastest for Ryan Johnson. Matthew Wheeler currently sitting 16th on the board, wanting to build on that. Hello, Patrick Anderson in the chat. Patrick Anderson, 8th fastest right now. Fourteenth fastest for Matthew Wheeler. Jonathan Herbert, the number 26 on track. Let's jump over to Jeff Ramsdell. We'll jump back to John Herbert. We got Jeff Ramsdell. That Pepsi machine. He's currently on his first lap. Spider-Man. Amanda Herbert in the chat. Jeff Ramsdell, 12th fastest. Here we go with Jonathan Herbert. Into the short chute. Through 4. This is completing his first lap. 18th fastest for John Herbert on his first lap. They've been getting faster on lap 2, though. We'll see how he does on that second lap. Got Ryan Johnson here with us, last week's winner. How's it going, Ryan?
What's up, buddy?
Well, we got some new treat for the viewers out there tonight. We're gonna have an in-race reporter for the first start of the few laps of the race, and Ryan was kind enough to do that. We haven't done that yet here on Liberty Racing Network, so you'll be the first.
Yeah, I've done it before in another race. I can't remember what it was, but it's interesting. They were actually, it was just an interview during the race, but made it pretty interesting, I think, for everybody watching.
Yeah, so I think you've won 5 times so far. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's more than that.
I think it's close. I think 5 or 6. I don't remember either.
Yeah, so you got a plan for moving up, but you got the EOL to start today's race.
Yeah, I gonna try. Well, first lap I might take it pretty easy, just because cold tires are gonna be very interesting. The car, the setup, it's really tight, but then it kind of gets snappy loose when you get back to the gas. So I just want to make sure everyone can keep it clean on the first lap, and then just kind of take spots as I get them, and just be patient, work my way up, and hopefully by stage we're up there. Top 5 maybe would be nice.
Yeah, it's 97 laps, so there's no rush to get to that front. .97 laps, there's no rush to get to the front of the pack.
No, the only rush that would be is finishing stage points, but that's, I mean, with the EOLs, it kind of puts a damper in that plan, but I mean, we'll just take what we get, see what we can do.
Yep, for sure. Looks like we're getting ready to end qualifying. You're qualified P4. That's kind of a bad lap for you then, isn't it? Because you're normally on that front row.
Yeah, I messed up 1 and 2 pretty good. It was, like I said, it was awfully tight, and then it started to snap loose, and I was trying to keep it off the wall, and I got really sideways going through the middle of 1 and 2, the short chute, so kind of slowed me up and ruined the whole lap, but had an EOL anyway.
All right, man. Well, we're going to grid up here. DJ Trout got fastest qualifier. So who do you think's going to be the guy to beat for you today?
Well, hopefully I didn't show DJ and Cam too much in practice. I know we ran some laps with them following me around, trying to help them out. So right now it looks like they did pretty good. I mean, Luke is always up there. I'm not sure about who else yet. Honestly, we'll know more once we get farther in the race. Who can save their tires and get on and off pit road good. Well, providing there are no cautions.
Yeah. So we're going to go over the grid up real fast. DJ Trout, your fastest qualifier. Timothy Cook, outside row 1. Row 2, Cam Barnes and Ryan Johnson. The man we're talking to right now, Garrett Sidnor and Jeff Radke, make up row 3. Row 4, Kevin Bernheimer and Patrick Anderson. Keith Fonseca, Luke Smith make up row 5. Row 6, Andrew Turner and Jeff Ramsdell. Newcomer today is Andrew San Jose Arenas. That's a mouthful there. And Dalton McKinney make up row 7. Row 8, Matthew Boston Wheeler, Jonathan Herbert. Row 9, Joe Brewer, Richard Crane, riding shotgun on the field, Michael Gitchell and Joshua McKinney. Only 20 in today's race, so it's not an EOL is not a terrible thing today.
No, it's not the worst. It definitely could be towards the beginning of the season when we had quite a few cars that made it a lot more interesting. My fuel calculator is showing approximately 23 laps, and that's normally wrong, so it's probably anywhere from like 18 to 22 or somewhere in there.
Yeah, that's good to know. And I was talking to the drivers today. You guys there's not going to be a lot of strategy today because there's just enough tires for fuel. So we're going to have to fix that as admins. We're going to have to add another set of tires to throw some strategy into some of these races.
Or take one away.
Yeah, we could do that.
It makes it a little more interesting. I know I've been in a league where we ran some long races, and I think we only had like 1, maybe 2 sets of tires. And oh boy, the strategies.
Lights are off on the pace car. Pace car is off. Green flag is out. Dalton McKinney, or DJ Trout, Timothy Cook. Good run for Cam Barnes on that inside. Tim Cook looks like he might have made contact with that wall. Oh, Bernheimer into the wall. Wreck on the outside there. Bernheimer hard. Oh, McKinney hard in the wall.
Well,
looks like you were caught up there into that, Ryan. Were you caught up there, Ryan?
a little bit. There.
How about we do this? How about we look at the damage for you?
That works.
All right, doesn't look like you got a lot of front end damage.
Not sure what happened, but car went spinning and contact right in front of me. I barely had time to hit the brakes and did a little bit, but I don't think we got too much damage. Probably come down pit road and check it.
Nope, it looks like you're sitting pretty good. Doesn't look like you got a lot of damage. Kevin Bernheimer and Josh McKinney, on the other hand, got a lot of damage. We'll go back and see what happened there. Excuse me. Oh, Contact between Luke Smith and Kevin Bernheimer. And then Josh McKinney just makes contact with, just clips the grass. Looks like there was some slight contact there, but nothing major. I think that all the drivers should be able to use a fast repair, but it's a long race. Our in-race reporter, Ryan Johnson, coming down pit lane. Some of these guys are just getting fuel. Some of them have damage to repair. We got Kevin Bernheimer, Luke Smith, Jeff Ramsdell, Jonathan Herbert, Richard Crane, Michael Gitchell, and Josh McKinney all on pit lane. How was the damage there, Ryan?
Not too bad. Only about 16 seconds, so 'tis but a flesh wound.
Yeah, not too bad at all. Just like maybe a sticker got scraped off or something.
Yeah, we don't need those.
Looks like Luke Smith and Kevin Bernheimer made a little contact with each other, and that's what caused that accident, that caution.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Those guys are normally... I don't think they normally ever have issues. Like, incidents together, I mean.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything malicious. It just looks like somebody maybe thought they were clear and weren't.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, that'll happen. Especially here. I know these cars get very, very tight if you're not on the gas. And when you get on the gas, they get loose. So definitely make it a handful.
Well, we know drivers in real life make issues and they have issues, and they have live spotters, where we have virtual reality spotters, and they're not necessarily the best all the time.
Yeah, that's true. I've had a real spotter sometimes, and it really throws me off because you get so used to the in-game spotter.
Double file, we got DJ Trout still your race leader, Timothy Cook running second. Ryan, you were able to pick up 5 spots.
Oh, really? I didn't even see that.
At least I'm showing you 15th, but it does show that you're towards the back when I'm watching this video of you, so maybe you're not. Maybe iRacing just automatically assumes you're going to pass all these guys and just gives you the 15th position. Pace car is off. Good start for DJ Trout. Keith Fonseca underneath. Garrett Sidnor. Ryan Johnson looking to make it 3 wide. Thinks better of it. Long race. Garrett. There he is on the outside of Joel Brewer. Jeff Ramsdell trying to make a pass on Luke Smith. This is for 12th. Garrett Sidnor getting around Patrick Anderson for 5th. Here's a battle for 2nd. Garrett Sidnor up there. Or I'm sorry, I'm getting everybody's names confused today. Jeff Radke moving up into 3rd. Ryan Johnson already up to 14th. He's got Luke Smith and Jeff Ramsdell battling right there in front of him. That's for 12th. Ryan trying to make a pass on Jeff Ramsdell. He clears him for 13th. Up to 13th. Up to 13th you are now. Moving on up.
Yep, one at a time. Probably just gonna follow Luke here for a little bit because I know he knows how to get around here too. And hitting the rev limiter in the draft.
Yeah, we had issues with that. The setup, we had to change that.
Yeah, I can only imagine how bad it was before.
Luke's got a big run on Matthew Wheeler in front of him. Ryan trying to get around him. Oh, big check up there.
Ooh, had to get out of the gas there.
So Jeff Ramsdell, Andrew Turner got around him. Keith Fonseca running up in 7th spot. He just passed Adrian Arenas. I'm just going to say Arenas for Adrian San Jose Arenas. Matthew Wheeler getting around Michael Gitchell. Here comes Luke Smith. Excuse me. I have a slight cough. Here comes Jeff Ramsdell and Ryan Johnson underneath Michael Gitchell. Gitchell with some new colors today. Documenting, we got Ryan Johnson trying to make the pass on Jeff Ramsdell for 12th. Well, Ryan, I'm going to put you back with your Discord group. You got any keys of to the race you want to put out for us? Why, you got a little break in your action right now?
No, not really. Just hopefully I think I'd like to see it go green for a while and see how many spots we can get. But like I said, I'm just gonna be patient and take it one by one.
All right, man. Well, I'm going to assume that we're going to be talking to you here in a little bit. So good luck on the rest of your race.
Hopefully, appreciate it, buddy.
Yep. That was Ryan Johnson. Moving. There we go. We got him. All right. So yeah, that was Ryan Johnson. Right along with him. Wanted to. We know that every week he's moving his way towards the front, but right now we got a race for the lead between Cam Barnes and DJ Trout. Cam Barnes making that pass. Here comes Jeff Radke for second. Hard on the brakes. It looks like he had to check up for Trout. Looks like Bernheimer's got around Gitchell, and here comes Josh McKinney to get around Michael Gitchell. This is for 15th. Andrew Turner also. Seems like Michael Gitchell might be a little off the pace. Or maybe he's just saving tires. He's wanting this thing to go green. Dalton McKinney up to 8th, just passing Arenas. Here comes Luke Smith. Luke Smith, this is Arenas is in 9th. Luke Smith is in 10th. 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th right here. Arenas high. Kevin Reese, they're rooting for Jonathan Herbert. We'll check in with Jonathan Herbert. Jonathan is in 20th currently. Currently sitting 20th. He's maybe he's got some strategy that he's working on. I don't know if he was caught up in that first accident. But yes, it looks like he did spend some time on pit lane, so he's probably dealing with some damage. He's probably going to get it fixed here on his next pit stop. Right along. Oh, just made contact with the wall. Yeah, there's a stage caution coming out on lap 40, so John's just got to hold on till then and get some of them damages, them repairs fixed, and he'll be right back in the action. Currently leading Cam Barnes, the Watermelon Crush. Josh McKinney getting around Jeff Ramsdell. Last night, Jeff Ramsdell was pretty fast on the long runs. We'll see if that translates to the night's race. The trucks run a little different than the Cup cars do. Ryan Johnson getting around Matthew Wheeler for 9th. Matthew Wheeler not giving up, though. Strong on the outside. Matthew's got that run down the straightaway. Jeff Radke all over Cam Barnes right now for this, trying to get this race lead. Radke challenging for the lead. contact. Radke to the point. Threat level midnight in the chat, rooting on McKenny and Radke. New race leader, Jeffrey Radke. Garrett Sidnor is closing into the picture. He's gotten around DJ Trout for third. DJ's starting to fall back. He's got Patrick Anderson closing in on him. Right behind him is Keith Fonseca with his march to the front. Now remember, some of these guys came down for tires and fuel. I don't know. Well, I shouldn't say they got tires. Maybe they didn't get tires. I doubt they got tires. But Luke Smith right now is going to be able to go the longest. He's got a few less laps on his, and so he's going to be able to go longer on the tank of fuel. He's sitting in 11th. Cam Barnes challenging Radke for this lead again, wanting it back. He's also got Garrett Sidnor right there on his tail. Radke down and breaking the draft. Oh, sideways, Radke. That's going to open the door for Barnes and Sidnor to get around him. Wheeler getting around McKenny, and here comes Luke Smith and Kevin Bernheimer looking to get around McKenny also. Oh, Matthew Wheeler hard of the wall. That's going to open the door for Luke Smith and Kevin Bernheimer and Dalton McKenny all getting around Matthew Wheeler. Ryan Johnson, our in-race reporter earlier, he's up to 7th. Cam Barnes, your race leader. He's got the 44 hot on his tail of Garrett Sidnor. These guys are teammates, but they're not going to cut each other any slack. Oh, Barnes into the wall. We're going to be coming up on pit stops here shortly. We were told that they're going to get about 22 laps out of a tank. There are caution laps, so I believe around lap 23, 24, we're going to start seeing these guys hit pit lane. Patrick Anderson's made his way around DJ Trout. We'll check in on Jonathan Herbert. Oh, what happened to Jonathan Herbert? Oh. Tough break for John. I tell you, I do the same thing when I'm racing myself. If I'm off the pace, you start to wander and think about what you're having for breakfast tomorrow or something. The next thing you know, you made your bad night even worse. Got some takers on pit lane. Usually one of our first. Andrew Turner on pit lane. Jeff Radke, still your race leader. Lots of drivers hitting pit lane right now. Ryan Johnson, Matthew Wheeler, Jonathan Herbert all on pit lane. Joel Brewer's on pit lane. Richard Crane, Michael Gitchell. See how this shakes out. Here comes Luke Smith, Keith Fonseca, Timothy Cook, all on pit lane. Cook locking up them tires. Bernheimer got Dalton McKinney on his tail. Garrett Sidnor, your race leader. Looks like Jeff Radke has hit pit lane. Getting them 4 tires and fuel. Currently, your top 9 has not pitted yet. Whoa, what happened to Jeff Radke? Let's find out. Looks like he got maybe caught some grass. Excellent pit lane. This happens to the best of. Ooh, not even that. The tires are not too bad. The tires are just cold when you're trying to exit. Garrett Sidnor's on pit lane now. Making this pit stop. Dalton McKinney, Jeff Ramsdell, Arenas is on pit lane. Cam Barnes, EJ Trout sitting there. Your top 5 drivers have not pitted yet. Locking up them tires is Luke Smith. Everybody's on pit lane. Michael Gitchell, the only driver that has not pitted. He's going to get a lap in here. He's going to lead this lap. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Joshua McKinney still hasn't pitted. I'm sorry. Joshua McKinney's going to lead this lap. Stage caution will be coming out at lap 40. McKinney on pit lane. McGitchell on pit lane. That's going to surrender here. Jeff Radke is being contested right now with Garrett Sidnor right behind him. Oh, Garrett Sidnor. Oh, he must have had a penalty. Garrett Sidnor is now sitting 19th. 1 lap down. That's all right. Sidnor will have the opportunity of getting the lucky dog when the stage break comes out. Dalton McKinney, your race leader. Ryan Johnson up to second, our in-race reporter earlier. Ryan Johnson made up a lot of time on pit lane there. To that pit cycle, he's got around quite a few drivers. Yep, Jeff Radke and Ryan Johnson had pretty fast on and off laps on pit lane. Also, Michael Gitchell was the fastest one on and off pit lane. It looks like Gitchell might have just taken fuel only. We'll see how that works for him. Bold strategy, because that means that he will have an opportunity to save a set of tires for later on in the race. Right now, Jeff Radke, your race leader. Ryan Johnson closing the gap. Garrett Sidnor 2 laps down right now. That means Jonathan Herbert is your lucky dog. Whoa, I want to quit. Whoa. Caution is out. I got to quit putting the camera on Jonathan Herbert. See what happened there. Oh, he bounced off the wall, made contact to the inside. Oh. That's it. I'm sorry, John. I was just, must have gave him the broadcaster's curse. I was just trying to highlight him for all the people in the chat rooting him on. Broadcaster's curse to Jonathan Herbert. Sorry, John. Caution is out. This will not be the stage caution, but this will help Garrett Sidnor, as he will be able to get the lucky dog here. He is 2 laps down. This will help him get 1 lap back. Let's see what kind of strategy plays here with this this caution. Is anybody who's gonna be takers on pit lane? Who's gonna come down and get some fuel? Who's gonna get some tires? Who's gonna get some ice cream? Fonseca on pit lane. Fonseca, Bernheimer, Dalton McKinney, Timothy Cook, Michael Gitchell, Jeff Ramsell, Matthew Wheeler, Joshua McKinney, Richard Crane, Arenas, and Joe Brewer all on pit lane. Getting some fuel, getting some tires. Kevin's case maybe getting some repairs fixed. Top 9 drivers stay out. DJ Trout, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
All right, man. So you were our pole sitter. Talk to us a little bit right now about what's going on here. The race to the stage break.
As far as the race to stage break, I my hope right now is just to have a good restart and not get wrecked. But before that run, I felt like I had a really good car for the first 3 laps, but just fell off, and I lost the positions, and I just became really tight, and it became unbearable to drive. So I hope I could stay where I am, if not advance, and hopefully be at least 3rd or 4th by the end of the stage.
Yeah, you do. You got been running a nice, clean race. Who's the guys to beat right now?
Ryan Johnson and Jeffrey Radke, Luke Smith too. But honestly, Ryan, he's dominated the season, so I mean he obviously has to be up there. And Radke is just he's shown aggression way too early in this race, and now I know what to expect when I'm battling him. So it's just a battle to see if I could get around him at this point.
All right, man. Well, good luck. Hopefully, I'm talking to you later on in the day.
Thank you.
All right, that was DJ Trout. Running the number 40, runs a car. Arabia Caton, I don't know about qualifying times, but I will say the fastest lap of the race right now is put on by Jeff Radke with a 52. Oh no, Ryan Johnson with a 52.816. Fastest lap of the race right now. I don't know about qualifying times though. And Radke is off. Great restart for Radke. Here comes Ryan Johnson hot on his tail. Joshua McKinney is the highest running driver of the cars that just pitted. It looks like Josh just grabbed some fuel, though. He didn't grab tires. Keith Fonseca running 13th did get tires. He's running 13th. Oh, battle for the lead. Ryan Johnson to the point. Cam Barnes, Luke Smith, Patrick Anderson here battling for third. Here comes Keith Fonseca trying to get around Michael Gitchell. Good battle between Radke and Johnson. Lots of battles throughout the field. Starting to string out a little bit. Battle for third. Cam Barnes has it. Patrick Anderson, Luke Smith, and DJ Trout won it. Third, fourth, fifth, and sixth right here. Through turn number 2 onto the backstretch. Ramsdale, Timothy Cook. Timothy Cook's got Joshua McKinney hot on his tail. Three wide. Here comes McKinney. Timothy Cook got around McKinney for 9th. Bernheimer getting around Fonseca. Ooh, does Timothy Cook, did he make contact with the wall? Here comes Josh McKinney. Bernheimer to the outside of McKinney. Looks like Luke Smith Patrick Anderson and DJ Trout are battling for the stage break, the stage caution here. The 5 bonus points. Patrick Anderson has it. DJ Trout wants it. Patrick Anderson getting it. Caution is out. This is your stage break. Garrett Sednor will be happy to see that. He was 1 lap down. This will give him the wave around right now, get him right back on the lead lap. It's what he needed right there. Cars are going to be hitting down pit lane now. Some of these guys might consider staying out. I'm not sure. I know that Timothy Cook, Matthew Wheeler, Josh McKinney, Bernheimer, Fonseca all pitted at last. There's Matthew Wheeler staying out. A lot of drivers staying out. Wheeler. Fonseca, Dalton McKinney all staying out there. Race off pit lane. Here comes Ryan Johnson. So these guys have about 10 laps on their tires. 10 more laps of fuel that they got. That probably also means they have an extra set of tires. And I think that Michael Gitchell has an extra set of tires, which might play a factor in how the rest of this race goes, especially if late cautions come out. Garrett Sednor, the happiest guy to see that caution. It's going to put him back on the lead lap. 19th. Hey, Jeff Radke, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. You got one fast hot rod tonight. Talk to me a little bit.
Just trying to stay up front and keep it clean. Ryan's pretty quick, but I feel like I can stay with him. Maybe on the longer run, we can see who can save tires better.
Yeah, you got any any strategy you got laid out in front of you? You don't have to tell us, but you got any strategy or plan for the race ready to get out there?
Yeah, me and Dalton are working on 2 different strategies right now, trying to see which one's going to work out the best in the end. So we got something planned up.
All right, man.
Well, it worked out.
Hopefully we're able to talk to you after the race. All right, man.
All right, sounds good.
All right, that was Jeff Radke. One of your number 3, playing man in black right now. Like I said, Keith Fonseca, Matthew Wheeler, and Dalton McKinney all stayed out. Lights are off on the pace car. That means we're going to go green this time by. Wheeler with a good jump. Back up front, Ryan Johnson's taking over the race lead. Dalton McKinney up to second. Keith Fonseca sitting in third. He's got Jeff Radke and Matthew Wheeler and Dalton, DJ Trout right there. 3 wide. Luke Smith right behind all this. Ryan Johnson. There you go, 3 wide. Cam Barnes, Arenas, and Josh McKinney. Ooh, Arenas and McKinney make contact. Arenas trying to get around McKinney. Here comes Jeff Ramsdell. Joe Brewer sideways. Right along with DJ Trout. Trying to get around Keith Fonseca. This is a battle for fourth. Fonseca has it, getting around DJ Trout. There's a good view of that diffuser that the next gen cars have on the back of the, oh, sideways. DJ Trout underneath Fonseca. Not clear. He's got to stay low, give Fonseca the lane. Here comes Luke Smith on the outside of DJ. Big push for Fonseca there. Bernheimer looking to make the pass on Wheeler. That is for 7th position. Trout got a little sideways there. Patrick Anderson and Timothy Cook trying to get around Matthew Wheeler. That is for 8th and 9th. And right behind them is Cam Barnes. Barnes was running up front earlier today. Just past halfway. Big push for Luke Smith on Timothy Cook. Garrett Sidnor has not been able to make any gains so far. There's Fonseca a little off the pace. Is he saving fuel? Different strategy coming into play right now. We know Dalton McKinney, he's got about 10 more laps of fuel than his counterparts around him. Counterparts around him. There we go. Speak it and say it. Ryan Johnson continues to lead. Jeff Radke getting around Dalton McKinney. Threat level midnight drivers. Oh, McKinney hitting pit lane. .44 laps to go. It means he's going to be able to pit and make it here on one more stop. Here's the battle for fourth. Here comes Kevin Bernheimer trying to make the pass on DJ Trout. That was for fourth position. Cam Barnes and Timothy Cook looking to make the pass on Keith Fonseca, who looks like he's trying to save fuel. Go Tiny Horse, April Orth in the chat. Oh, what happened here? Oh. Michael Gitchell and Arenas making hard contact. Gitchell with some right front tire damage. Just trying to make it to pit lane. Tough break for Gitchell. Patrick Anderson made his way around DJ Trout. Ooh, what happened to Keith? Caution is out. I think that's what the caution was for. Caution is out. Pace cars right there on the backstretch. So let's see what kind of strategies come about from this. Keith Fonseca, we know, pitted. Matthew Wheeler, Michael Gitchell, pitted. Gitchell used his fast repair. See what kind of takers we have on pit lane. Here comes Ryan Johnson, Jeff Radke, Luke Smith. Anybody stay out? Keith Fonseca, Matthew Boston Wheeler, and Dalton McKinney. Michael Gitchell. Gitchell was benefited from this caution. Oh, Keith lost a lap there. Oh, that sucks. And then these guys didn't pit, so he's going to be trapped a lap down. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to double up. Dalton McKinney, Matthew Wheeler, Jeff Radke, Ryan Johnson. Michael Gitchell and Keith Fonseca did go a lap down, so they did not get their lap back in that exchange. It sucks for those guys. They had fast cars tonight, and I'm sure that they will rebound from this somehow. We know Matthew Wheeler and Dalton McKinney stayed out. They have a little bit older tires. Pace car is off. Dalton McKinney leading them to green. Good restart for McKinney. Here comes Jeff Radke. And Ryan Johnson also to challenge Matthew Wheeler. Now is a good time to thank our sponsors, Turco Customs. Look up Turco Customs on Facebook. You'll see some awesome customized guns. GMS 3D for all your 3D printing needs. Admin box. We also want to thank Butt Kicker for coming on board this season. Ryan Johnson looking to make a way around Matthew Wheeler for second. Looks like he's cleared. Here's a battle for fifth. between Kevin Bernheimer and Cam Barnes. Garrett Sidnor back in the action. Jeff Ramsdell. Tonight's race is the Walkers Are Athletes 297 in honor of Jeff Ramsdell, the race walker. Get you on pit lane. Don McKinney and Jeff Radke looking to make their way around Matthew Wheeler. That's for third. Oh, Garrett Sidnor made contact with the wall. Look how close we're getting to that wall there. Luke Smith, Kevin Bernheimer, here comes DJ Trout also. Dalton McKinney currently running third. Cam Barnes making his way around Matthew Wheeler. Matthew Wheeler not having any of that. Cam Barnes moving into fourth. DJ Trout sideways. Saves it. Here comes Luke Smith. This is a battle for fifth. Bernheimer getting around DJ Trout. That was for seventh. Here comes DJ Trout right back. Patrick Anderson and Garrett Sidnor battle. Here comes Jeff Ramsdell joining this battle. Oh, Timothy Cook into the wall. Meanwhile, out front, Ryan Johnson with a 2.5 second lead over Jeff Radke. Two fastest cars all night. Cam Barnes, Dalton McKinney. That was for third. Bernheimer and DJ Trout continue to battle. Trout back around. Whoa! Big wreck. Caution is out. What just happened there? All right, so there's 23 laps to go. I think if everybody pits, they'll be able to make it from here on one stop, or this will. Everybody should be able to make it from here without any more stops. Keith Fonseca, the happiest man in Indianapolis right now. He will be your lucky dog. DJ Trout involved. Kevin Bernheimer involved. Patrick Anderson was also involved. Trout with a lot of nose damage. He's got a fast repair. I'm sure he's going to use it now. Everybody on pit lane. Race is coming off. Ryan Johnson, Jeff Radke, Dalton McKinney, Luke Smith, Josh McKinney, Matthew Wheeler, DJ Trout, Cam Barnes, Jeff Ramsdell. Everybody pitted. So fuel right now will not be a factor. It looks like Josh McKinney may have only took right side tires. He's sitting there in fifth. There's Keith Fonseca. Happy to get this lucky dog. Got tires, got fuel. Back on the lead lap. Back in this race. Pace car's got the lights off, so we're going to go green next time by. Ryan Johnson elects to take the outside. I haven't seen that yet. Remember, today is the athletes, or walkers are athletes 297. If you haven't listened to last week's podcast, you have to listen to the Not So Fast podcast, available on Apple and Spotify. Maybe one of the funniest podcasts we've put forth yet. Today we are happy to see that we have hit milestones. Ryan Johnson fires off. Good restart for Ryan Johnson, Jeff Radke, and Luke Smith battling for second. Here comes Radke, Dalton McKinney, Josh McKinney. No relation. Garrett Sidnor trying to get around Arenas. Cam Barnes and Matthew Wheeler battling it out for fifth. Here comes DJ Trout. Josh McKinney has dropped to ninth with the right side tires. DJ Trout and Cam Barnes continuing to battle for sixth. Timothy Cook trying to get into the top 10 and just passing Josh McKinney. Patrick Anderson trying to get around McKinney. Here comes Kevin Bernheimer. Cam Barnes and Matthew Wheeler still continuing to battle for fifth. Cam Barnes has cleared him. Here comes DJ Trout now. Keith Fonseca marching toward the front, moved up to 14th. Here's the battle for second. Radke and Luke Smith. Jeff Ramsdell quietly into the top 10. He's got his nemesis, the number 99 of Patrick Anderson, right behind him, Timothy Cook, and Anderson making contact. Wheeler and Trout. This is for sixth. And Luke Smith getting around Jeff Radke for second. Sideways is Smith. He's able to control it, keep it under control. Good save for Smith. Ramsdell. Getting around Patrick Anderson, Matthew Wheeler and Patrick Anderson getting around Wheeler. Both of them moving into 8th and 9th. Ryan Johnson, your race leader. Cam Barnes getting around Dalton McKinney. Here comes DJ Trout to get around Dalton McKinney also. Bernheimer getting around Wheeler. Here comes Timothy Cook to get to challenge Wheeler. This is a battle for 11th. Ooh, Patrick Anderson in the wall. Oh, he got turned by Jeff Ramsdell. Patrick falling. Here comes Kevin Bernheimer to battle for 8th. Getting around Jeff Ramsdell for 8th position. Remember Josh McKinney, he restarted 5th. He only took right side tires. He's been struggling. That seems to not be the call. But he does have more tires in the pits if a caution were to come out. Timothy Cook getting around Jeff Ramsdell. That's for ninth. Fonseca with his charge to the front. Looking to get underneath Wheeler here. This will be the battle for 11th. Timothy Cook and Jeff Ramsdell still side by side. Keith Fonseca getting around Jeff Ramsdell. Matthew Wheeler around Ramsdell. Uh-oh. Patrick Anderson. Hot on the 97's tail. Will there be fireworks between these two? '99 got a little sideways coming off that corner. Oh, he's into the wall again. Got Jeff Radke, Cam Barnes, and DJ Trout right here. This is a battle for third, fourth, and fifth. Also, you got Luke Smith just in front of these guys and Dalton McKinney just behind them. Matthew Wheeler and Keith Fonseca still battling here, with Jeff Ramsdell right behind them. Here comes DJ Trout. Trying to make the pass on Barnes for fourth. Dalton McKinney right behind these guys. Five laps to go. DJ Trout and Cam Barnes trying to put on a show here. You also got Luke Smith and Jeff Radke. This is a battle for second. Radke underneath Luke Smith. These guys are battling for fourth. Ooh, and Garrett Sidnor into the wall. Slight contact. Four laps to go. Don McKinney underneath Cam Barnes. Garrett Sidnor joining this. Timothy Cook and Keith Fonseca for 9th and 10th. Excuse me. Luke Smith and Jeff Radke still battling for second position. 3 laps to go. Two laps to go. This is the battle for second. Ryan Johnson's got a 4-second lead over these guys. DJ Trout trying to close the gap. Jeff Radke, Luke Smith. Radke's got the inside lane. He's got the preferred line. Sideways, both of them through 2. Oh, Radke loses it. That opens the door for DJ Trout to close the gap on these guys. Battle at the line. Jeff Radke noses Luke Smith for second. Excuse me. There's your race leader, or your winner, Ryan Johnson. He's done this before. Next week we're at New Hampshire. A little celebration here for Ryan Johnson. See if we can't get anybody up here to interview. There's a backwards victory lap. Yeah, that P2 battle was straight fire, Jeff Vickery. Hey, Luke Smith, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got a copy.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on your third place. You and Jeff had one heck of a battle there for the last, 4 or 5 laps.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was good racing. I wish I had track position at times in this race because I think I had a chance at Ryan. I don't really know. I think Jeffrey and I both did, but we were leaning on each other so hard. But
Yeah.
that was fun battling. I love being able to rub and not wreck each other.
Yeah, you guys did really good there. Talk about your strategy for tonight's race. I know Ryan had that EOL, and you started up towards the front. You had a little bit of contact that first lap.
Yeah, the strategy coming in was just to be patient and work my way through traffic, and I can't seem to get away on lap one from that 28 car. That's 3 weeks in a row now. I've somehow made contact with him on lap one, but I mean, I would after that I diligently worked my way back through the field, and I was able to get good positioning. I never really had the track position to have a chance to win the race, but it is what it is. When I finally got to that track position, it was follow the leader point at that time. It was kind of hard to pass, but I mean, it was a fun race overall, and Jeffrey figured out how to pass me, so I just need to take lessons from him.
Well, congratulations, man. You gonna practice your race walking this week?
Uh, you know, uh, I am named after Star Wars, so I guess I can be Luke Speedwalker with Jeff Speedwalker, but I'm probably not gonna practice that. I'm probably gonna run when I'm at work because it's more efficient.
Okay, so let me ask you this: if you and Ryan Johnson were race walking, you had a race walk rate against each other, who's gonna win this race?
Oh, if it's speed walking, I'm winning because I'm pretty good at it. I never did it in track in high school, but I definitely think I could speed walk pretty well.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, and we'll talk to you guys. We'll talk to you next week, hopefully at New Hampshire.
Oh yeah, I love that track.
Well, actually, you know what? I forgot to ask you. Do you got anybody you like to thank?
Uh, yeah. I'd like to thank the guys back at Purple Frog Sim Sports, everyone except for Ryan Johnson. He wins too much. Uh, but we had DJ finishing fourth, had Garrett who went 2 laps down at one point, came back to finish sixth. Cam finished seventh. Uh, Gitchell, he struggled tonight. He DNF'd. He finished 19th, but still came out, had fun, and that's fun. Thank you putting on the league broadcast, all that stuff. It's been a blast. Having fun Thursdays and Fridays. It's fun way to spend my time. I enjoy doing it, and hopefully continuing to do it.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, and like I said, hopefully we're talking to you next week in New Hampshire.
Yep, hopefully.
Yep. All right. That was Luke Smith, and we're gonna bring in Ryan Johnson now. How's it going, Ryan?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey. So let's see. We gotta change this. You didn't finish third. You finished first. All right. So talk about after we let you go. It's like lap 10. We put you back with your. And how did your race unfold after that?
Uh, pretty good. Had a couple scares still. Um, just kind of what I said earlier. I was just patient, took what I could. Slowly worked our way up to the front. Um, I think I got up to like eighth or so, and it seemed like the top seven were all really, really close. We were reeling them in before pit stops in the first stage there. and I wanted to almost kind of split the stage. I figured that'd be close to my best bet. So I came down pit road a little early and came out second. So I don't know if I was just faster on pit road or if the tires helped, but yeah, got us up there and we were able to stay up there.
Yeah, you had one heck of a race. How was the car on the long runs?
I was pretty happy with it. I felt like I was able to save tires for the long runs better than most. Um, it got pretty loose on me a couple times. I don't know if it was the way I was driving it or what. Uh, yeah, I got really loose on a couple corner exits where I had to pedal it and try not to wreck or hit the wall.
Yeah, we noticed that with quite a few drivers that they were getting a little sideways. But yeah. So, anyways, why don't you tell us? You got anybody you'd like to thank here for tonight's race?
Yeah, all the admins at NIL, sponsors, you guys for broadcasting, Purple Frog, my teammates, Luke, Gitchell, DJ, Cam. Hopefully, I'm not forgetting anybody. Turtle shells for my paint, and all the drivers, everybody tuning in and watching, family, friends, mom, girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, we asked Luke Smith this, and so if how are you at race walking?
A couple years ago, I maybe could have been comparable to Jeff if I had to say. But now he'd probably walk me.
All right. So, if you had to race walk against Luke Smith, who's winning that race?
Oh, I'll trip him.
He's
Push him
getting
down and I'm gonna win.
He's getting an incident point.
Yeah. 4x right off the bat.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, and we'll hope we'll probably be talking to you next week at New Hampshire.
Thanks, guys.
All right. That was Ryan Johnson. Patrick Anderson, you got a copy?
Yeah.
We got Jeff Ramsdell. You in here too?
Yeah.
All right. So we got to ask you guys. We got the Walkers Are Athletes 297.
They are not athletes.
All right, Jeff. So
Everyone's an athlete.
All right. Well, we noticed that there was a little bit of contact. Is that we're gonna have to have a crutch race for you guys?
Well, we already are from Daytona. I'm not getting out of the car. No,
Yeah,
I
we were
got
hard
loose.
racing there. Yeah.
Yeah, I got loose in front of him, and like I had to check up to catch it, and well, Minnie back here just let Mr. Leadfoot. Right.
Yeah.
I was driving with 2 feet at that time.
Yeah.
I told him he has no respect for the dead because he totally right reared me right where my dead kitty is on my car.
So let me ask you this: race walking, Patrick, how are you? If you had to do a race race walk, are you gonna be all right at that? Or are you how do you think you do?
We're race walking at Martinsville this fall.
We're gonna race walk from the parking lot to the racetrack.
Yep, to the hot dog stand.
Yeah. All right. Who's gonna win that race? Out of your
Minnie, his legs are longer.
the Gas and Go group who's winning that?
Cusimano would win that one. He's the youngest, and he's in shape.
Right? Yeah.
I am a shape. He's in shape.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just wanted to bring you up here and talk about race walking for a little bit.
I will say I am going to protest the 97, though. After the race, he brake checked me and totally gave me damage.
Yeah.
Looks like Patrick's going to be joining in the booth next week.
I need it.
But he'd be sore after race walking than jackhammering.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna let you guys go. I just wanted to ask you guys about race walking.
You have a good one.
All right. So that was Jeff and Patrick, and we're gonna go over our results. Ryan Johnson, your race winner. Jeff Radke finished second. Luke Smith third, DJ Trout and Dalton McKinney all getting top fives there. Garrett Sidnor, Cam Barnes, 6th and 7th. 8th is Kevin Bernheimer. 9th, Keith Fonseca and Jeff Ramsdell, top 10 there. Andrew Turner, 11th. Patrick Anderson battles back to get 12th. Matthew Wheeler, 13th. Timothy Cook, Joshua McKinney, 14th and 15th. Adrian San Jose Arenas in his debut, 16th. Richard Crane, 17th. Joe Brewer, 18th. Michael Gitchell, 19th. And Jonathan Brewer, 20th. That's all we got for tonight. Hopefully, we'll see you guys here next week on the National iRacing League's Full Speed Friday presented by GMS 3D. We'll be live here on Liberty Racing Network here at